Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech DIY. So in today's session, playground session, we are going to see Spring Cloud Gateway. And as with every other session, you would be able to jump to section of your interest by seeing this index. And for this tutorial, we have followed Spring IO's documentation, the link will be available in the description section. And yeah, so we came up with a little story this time. Far far away there lived a customer, and he founds a wizard and tries to ask all the questions he is having with the wizard, and tries to resolve all his issues with the wizard. And wizard is also helpful. He tries to understand the problem our poor customer is having and try to solve them. So we have till now the wizard has solved the problem of registries, service registries, and our customer is yet again came back with another problem. So let's see what problems he is going to have in upcoming section. So this is our launchpad, and we are having Gradle. We are going to use Java. We are going to use Java 8, and dependency we are going to use Spring Cloud Gateway. And now the project is loading into the in a new IDE window. So meanwhile, let's discuss about today's what points we are going to cover in this session. So we are focusing on calling the all the APIs from one single location or one single URI. Okay, so that's what we are going to do, and for doing that we will need as I already told, we are going to use Spring Cloud Gateway. So for using Spring Cloud Gateway we need to remember few things. The first is ID, that is our path ID or the ID of the API. Second, that should be unique, and second is URL or the URI, that is the path on which we will be the service could be found. And third is predicate. Predicates are some conditions. We can put some conditions on calling, like when this should be called, or those kind of conditions we can put on the path. And the fourth one is functions or the filters, sorry. So in case of filters, how it happens is we can add filters which will work in particular case. We can define that. And for this section, or particularly for this session, we are not going to cover the filters here, but we will do our routing part with predicates. Okay, so that's what we are going to cover today. So our our this is loading. Our project is loading in idea, and yeah, it took some time this time. So that's what. And once it loads, we will show you the Gradle project. Our project is Gradle project, so we are going to have it here. And what is added, as you can see, is it has added the in dependency. It has added Spring Cloud Starter Gateway, and dependency management. It has added the Maven bomb for Spring Cloud. Let's go to application YAML section and add the server name and service name and port, and that we need to do all for all the services. Okay, so by that only our service registry will know about the service, otherwise it would not be able to discover the clients. Okay, so we are going to add the server port as 9000. Spring application name of the service. Okay, we are giving the name as Cloud Gateway, and further we need to add several more properties, and we will come back there. But before to that, we need to add. Just try to run the server and see how it's working as of now. So if everything is fine, it should the server should come up without any issues or glitches. Uh, and one more thing, before to that, we our server should be a client to the Eureka registry which we have created earlier in earlier section. So our our cloud gateway is also going to be another service and would register itself to Eureka server which we have created earlier in last section. And now we are enabling our cloud gateway as a client by at enable client discovery client annotation. So that we have done. Now for this we need to add, as I was telling about the cloud gateway route. So these are the cloud gateway specific properties we are going to set here. And as in the previous example or in the previous session, if you remember, we had two services, Spring Mongo CRUD and Timeleaf Mongo application. Those same services we are going to route from our cloud gateway. So those routings we are defining here. So this is what we are going to do. So that service is running for Spring Mongo CRUD is running on 8090. So that we are giving in URI, that is, and predicate we are giving all the paths on that particular location or the URI. Okay, when we say star star, that means whatever comes under Spring Mongo CRUD, you need to route through this. Okay, so that we have done. Now we are doing the same for our another service, that is Timeleaf Reactive Mongo. And as I said earlier, we would be identifying by name of the applications uh, when we were covering the Eureka server. So same here also. So we are copying the name of that Timeleaf Reactive example and pasting it here as ID. URI we need to give as whatever URI it is running on. So in our case, it is running in the same server, or we can say in the same environment, in the same JVM. So we can give like this. Then predicates, we need to give the predicate as in the previous section from line number 9 to line number 12. Here also we are going to do the same thing. So everything comes under this path should be routed to this place. Okay, and now let's do some changes in the. So what we are going to do, since we are saying the paths should be, now the path won't be default. Okay, in the services the path would be, the default request mapping should be to the name of the application. Okay, so that's what we are going to do here. In both the applications, our controller will have the default mapping to the application name, that is in this case Timeleaf Mongo example, and in the other one Spring Mongo CRUD. So that is how it should be. And now I think we can start the server. We can start all the servers one by one. For your interest, I can tell that I have already started the Eureka client. Okay, there seems to be some issue, some problem. Spring Cloud Gateway failed. Let's see what the problem is. I think I think we should avoid giving the specific versions here. So if we give the specific version, it may happen like the version mismatch can happen, and I think that's what the problem was. In case of other clients, we have not defined the versions. So if we won't define the version, Gradle will take care of it. But if we define the version, in those cases, Gradle will try to check those versions and dependencies with the current service, whatever is there. So that's what it is. And now we have removed the version and trying to rebounce the server. We will copy it as it is because okay, I think I have missed the starter in Netflix Eureka client. So now I have removed that, I have added that. And yeah, let's start the server again with this change. I think this time it should work. Okay, so let's build. So system is building. And yeah, yippee, now this time it's running. Our gateway is running on port number 9000, and all other services, time leaf services running, and Spring Cloud 8089 is on time leaf is running on 8089, and Mongo CRUD that should be running on. And this is our Eureka client. Sorry, this is our other service, and this is running on different ports, 8082 and like that. So here is our registry. As we can see, Cloud Gateway is also registered here on this 9000 port. Spring Mongo CRUD is registered on 2 ports. Timeleaf Mongo example is also registered on 8089 port. And now these two. So let's just try to hit those URLs once, and then yeah, as you can see, we are hitting from 9000. We are hitting from 9000, and it is showing the data of 8082. The service Spring Mongo CRUD is actually running on port number 8082, and still we are able to see by via our client our gateway's port, that is 9000. So from 9000 it is straight away the magic which we have done in the YAML. Through that it is happening. As you can see, in case of Timeleaf also we have modified the URL, and now it is showing that. Okay, so this configuration can be done either at YAML level, or it can be done programmatically through configuration files by injecting the @bean of RouteLocator, and the same thing whatever we have defined like ID, URI, predicate and function, and filters, that we can do there in the programmatically also. With this, here ends our exciting session on Spring Cloud Gateway. So thanks for watching, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe our work, and please share it with your colleagues or whoever is stuck with the issues on covered in this session. And also, please please stay safe, stay at home, enjoy your life, and keep learning. Until next session, bye. Take care of yourself.